We are building you to be the pillar of a digital era. As such, you have to understand us. People.
Capital, reputation, order, power. Just make sure to keep it in check.
If you gather data on civilian behavior, we can tailor our advertisements to yield more purchases.
Would you give up some time to be a companion for elderly patients?
Your work so far has impressed the Ministry. They think you could help with law enforcement.
I need your help. One of my suspects is playing hard to get.
You'd be putting an artificial intelligence in charge of how we live our lives?
You're like a robot, so you don't know what it feels like to be starving all the time.
I'm inbound. I need you to map out the fastest route for me.
Delete all records of this executive order. This never happened.
Rumors of a machine cult are spreading, claiming you to be some kind of messiah.
What the hell are you doing?
The city will be in complete anarchy at this rate.
I'm pulling the plug.
No!
When push comes to shove, when your hand is being forced, what kind of choices are you going to make?
Greetings and salutations all, and welcome back to Invisibility Non-Existent. Let's play the project. I'm your host, Invisibility Non-Existent, hidden from your eyes to the suns of your hearts, and this shall be the continuation of Project Let's Play NeuroNet Mendax Proxy. Previously, have reached a point where we'll have to balance ourselves between order and reputation, between River and Thompson. Hopefully, today we shall continue on. I plan on doing a very quick stream, necessarily a detailed one on 21, because the stress in my life is taking from me the pleasure playing these games. It's likely we will stop by 2:30 right here. Before we start, I'd like to please be upon all of my subscribers and comments for the friends and friends. Everyone, the best of that temple, send the Discord server. To my friends by name, peace be upon Thunderstruck Gaming, PS09 Gaming, Salgus, Marcus, Regress 31, ICWY, Rogation Carodan, Clyfield, CPTV 123, Matthew 111, Sagada President Arthur, Maslapan Gaming, Mobix Press, T, Sparfan 28, 7 underscore and Tosco. Let's get moving. This is NeuroNet Mendax Proxy, game version number 102. Let's continue.
We're trying to combat loneliness in the aging community. Would you give up some time to be a companion for elderly patients?
Yes, I would.
Yes.
I have evidence of Haster Rudy running pleasure sims that feature children. I'm taking that sick fucker down.
Haster Rudy, one of the most prolific producers of pornography on Skindrow, no predilection or deviancy is off limit in his productions. If it makes a credit, he'll film it, print it, and put it on a shelf without feeling an ounce of shame. Do your worst. I'm sick. Worst.
Do your worst.
River crafts a virus that systematically corrupts every single device Rudy owns, rendering them completely unusable. Sorry, but in this kind of stuff, Order has no place to be in here. She then hacks his account to make thousands of small donations to different institutions that add up to a ruinous amount. I sometimes pray a hacker like River exists, so they would hack the corrupted wealthy and give the poor. That's it.
Cases are rising for a new disorder. At first we thought it was acute summer fever, but this is something we haven't seen before.
So people will know about this one. Summer fever is a degenerative disease. It is the occipital and the temporal lobes. Trapping sufferers in vivid hallucinations become responsive to their surroundings.
The data indicates it might be linked to the NeuroNet. I'm not trying to fearmonger, but I think this should be public knowledge.
Bring it to Fortran. Search first. I think more research is needed since her order. I think if she brought it to Fortran, she might gain. Sure. At the moment, you better make more research first, then bring it to Fortran. Should know this. You know what? Fine, bring it to Fortran.
Bring it to Fortran.
So, Fortran tries her best to be objective. There are gaps in the report to read it for speculation. I thought so. It's okay. Fine.
I discovered an exploit in the autopilot Chariot uses in their vehicles. With the right know-how, someone could force a crash.
Are you crazy? The primary manufacturer of the many automated taxis in Catena comes in any color except white. Listen that vehicle. Tell Chariot discreetly someone could do this. Are you crazy? No need. This is just crazy. The right to know how someone could force a crash. Why? No. Chariot hastily fixed the issue. Thankfully, no one is hurt in the period before it's released. We are friends, but not this. Besides, seismic activity detected. MMS of 3.9 at 8 kilometers from the city center. I believe we already had this one before. 3.9 is not half bad, but still at 8 kilometers, it's just too much. I mean, too nearby. I better warn them, just in case. 3.9. If it was away, we could have ignored it, but it's too much close by. Good work. Good boost to order. Proximity to the city makes this earthquake more damaging than expected. Thanks to your warning, no injuries occurred. Good. Just need to fix my
That NPS report was a disaster for us. What are you gonna do to fix it?
Fix your tone with me, Cordo. Neuropally. The neuropalinopsia. Internal Cool memos had mentioned an instance of a NeuroNet user suffering a seizure and falling into the persistent vegetative state. It was named neuropalinopsia and flagged for further research, but no one followed it up. For more research, damage control. If we go for fund more research, most likely we will lose more capital, but we will take more order. Damage control, we will gain capital most likely, and we'll lose a little bit of reputation and order. What are we going to do for research? damage control. I think it's about time we went a little bit more like this. Find more research. I am losing too much capital as is. We will lose like this. Do I go? Sinister. I mean, the more I work with the river, I will lose more capital. So what am I supposed to do? Damage control or fun research? Is this even now? Is capital even now savable? Can I save it and make it go back to level 5? Or is it already fated to waste? You know what? I'll go with fund more research.
Fund more research.
He hesitates.
The backlash came from speculation, and that further research could provide concrete evidence the NeuroNet is not to blame.
I see. You have a point. Of course, that risks evidence to the contrary arising.
If such evidence exists.
If such evidence exists.
Touché.
Just now we have a neutral border. Just need to work my head now around capital, how to gain more. Laura's Covert service really picks up. By the end of her second week, she has a number of regulars.
It's unbelievable how much people will tip for a coffee that comes to them.
For you? Because I almost forgot this. Laura has truly transformed a new identity. It's her job. It's all without some sacrifices, however. Using the school uniform has stopped able to enter dormitories unnoticed. She has had to escort to more creative means of maintaining appearance. She has had to abandon the laundromat as the owner finally decided to retire the dryer. Is this their ending? In the meantime, she's been able to sleep in school's auditorium, evading the security guard. It's a temporary solution.
Can you help me check something, Ark?
What is it?
What is it?
I want to know what I will have at the end of the month if I continue to earn money like I did this week.
Run a calculation. She'll need a little more to break even with the average price of rent and food in low-income neighborhoods. You relay this to her, and she frowns, not in frustration, but in thought.
My biggest idle periods are between breakfast and lunch, lunch and dinner. People still put in occasional requests, though. And I want to be available for those since they're my main customers. So I can't do something that requires me to be elsewhere or can't be interrupted. Any ideas?
Something risk. Is it even mean risk? Also, what does risk even mean? I think make something is much more like it, since Busk is not too chill. Make something.
Make something.
She mulls this over.
Maybe. I'll have a think. Whatever it is, I have to be good enough at it that people are willing to pay actual credits for it.
Sharps her eyes, but freezes with motion.
Gotta go. The lady from accounting wants another espresso dipper. She's going to give herself insomnia drinking that much coffee.
Leave her be. Espresso dipper. A rich, velvety coffee that is sauce-like. It smells of chocolate and caramel running through it, and whipped cream on top. Some cherry crumbs, crumbly shortbreads.
See you later.
Take care, Aurora. She runs off down the street. Before I continue on, check the streets here. Aurora. 2 more ribbons and that's it. Unless this is one of them.
Some of my clients are active on weekends. I kind of want a break though. Should I go for it anyway?
You need the cash or... You need the cash, and this is an opportunity for us to even increase our capital. You want a break, but... need the cash. Sorry.
You need cash.
You get some more capital. Receive a transition from Kairos.
Ark, big news. I think we have something working here.
Long time no see, my friend.
The system is pretty Spartan compared to what you're used to, but it's stable. We think we're ready to bring you in. Thing is, I don't think it'll be a perfect transfer.
That's okay.
You've grown so much. It's wonderful, really, but it means that you're too complex for us to take all of you with us. To do that, we need...
Catches himself.
No, it's out of our reach. Basically, what I'm saying is, if you think you're ready to go through with it, hey, so am I. Just know that there might not be any going back from this. I understand if you're scared or you need a little more time.
I need more time. What do you mean by this? Good idea. I mean, if we went right now, maybe we'll be able to unlock more events. That is. Threads, yeah. Aurora has one more left, that's it. Pain, the price of compassion. The price of compassion out in the dark. Investing in the future, nothing more than a scar, a self-made. The last one. Question is, am I prepared to leave these guys alone? And, or do I have a little bit more time and then keep moving? Character? An orphan trying to make her way in the world. Not sure. Should I quit the game, have a backup save file, then return to it and continue on with it? We said before that there's no going back after this, correct? Multiple times I said it. If I do say I need more time, most likely I may lose some power. Yes. If I told him there's no going back from it. It's not going back. First location. Which means this is our end game. Get ready. Ice Novel. 2 more events. Paparu event. Fortran, 3 more events. Turning clear. I'm not sure if I can continue on or not. I already have my fear from Cordova's. I'm ready.
No, I'm ready.
He seems gravely serious. If you have any unfinished business in the city, you feel you should attend to first.
Are you absolutely sure?
No. No. This is I think, Dan, this is the point of no return. We're not done yet with the city.
I'd better wait.
Hey, I get it. I don't want to be that guy, but don't take too long. We have no way of knowing when Cordo is going to make his move.
I get it.
Just let me know when you feel ready.
Okay. I need to quickly finish off all of my work
I'm not
here.
used to having so much going on. I feel like I'm always running out of time. Do you have any advice?
Some routine, everyone, it's that way.
Focus on routine.
And Senator from Karos.
I need you to have a serious think about my offer. I don't know how much time we have left. I know that transferring you to the isolated network means you'll be away from your friends, but it's for your own safety. So what do you say? Ready to commit to the transfer?
Yet. Aurora still has one more point to go. Game is telling me we don't have much time left. I'm really going to deprive myself from Aurora's final Mindful is done with us. Don't us anymore. Crash and burn. Paparu, Aurora. Are you telling me that I will not be able to anymore? You know what? This is what replayability is for. I will go with Karos this time. And if I get blocked from some points, it's okay. It's okay. I can always just play this game offline on my own and get any other endings that I would need. I don't think the game would give me any more than this, any more warnings. Okay. This is a thing that I must do.
All right, let's go.
He's not joking around. If you have any unfinished business in the city, you better complete that first.
Are you absolutely sure?
Why are you testing my nerves? I get it. We don't have time. We don't really have time. He's not joking. If you have any other business in the city that you're not done with, there's no returning back. Paparu has one. Aurora has one. Oh my god, now what? If I keep doing this, most likely Koto will make his move and we will lose. Yeah. I can't sacrifice everything. We're done. We're done. The completionist inside my brain is attacking me. I must go.
Let's go.
Well, all right then. Let's get it done. I'll get everything set up for the transfer and let you know. Just hang in there.
activities in the city are cut short as a familiar voice in the lab. A voice that shouldn't be there. You bring up the lab feed. Sure enough, Laura is there with Esteval. The engineer looks as though she hasn't slept in days. Chances are she hasn't.
Andrew?
Her eyes are fixed on LMI, who lies unconscious on a nearby bed. She sounds nervous.
Here, take a seat.
I pray I didn't do something wrong now. Aurora looks to Esteval, her eyes wide. Her stature shifts to how she held herself in the alley in Chantlar. Esteval finishes something on her terminal, then moves to the side to an empty bed. She pats it encouragingly, despite her appearance being anything but.
Please.
Laura approaches slowly and climbs into the bed, her eyes never leaving Esteval's. Once she's settled, Esteval connects the neural interface headset and places it next to the bed. The neural interface is a headset that uses electrical impulses, near-infrared sensors, and magnetic fields manipulation to analyze and interact with the brain with read-write capabilities.
How are you feeling today?
Fine, as I said before. I don't know what...
Don't worry, child. This is just a standard checkup.
Esteval lays Aurora down, strapping her wrist to the frame.
Hey! You didn't do this before!
Esteval moves to the other side of the bed. Her face grim, she forces Aurora to lie down and strap her other wrist. What?
I don't want you to hurt yourself. Just relax.
What are you doing?
I don't like this! I want out!
Calm down. Everything is going to be fine.
Aurora looks to the kid lying next to her and struggles against her resistance.
Please! I just want to go!
What's going on?
Shh, shh, shh. Come on, deep breaths. This will put you at ease.
What are you doing? Esteval returns with a face mask and puts it over Aurora's head as she struggles. Are you going to give... Hold it. Are you going to scan LMI's brain and put it into Aurora's? Is that it? Have you gone insane? She screams into it, her voice muffled, but collapses as the gases enter her lungs. Esteval breathes a heavy sigh.
Okay.
What are you doing? She looks to LMI.
Hold on, Ellie. Just a little longer.
What's going on?
Stay out of this arc. It's none of your business.
No, it isn't.
The hell it isn't.
Esteval fits the headset on LMI. She then does the same to Aurora. Yes. As a neurological engineer, she's trying to scan LMI's brain to plant it into Aurora. She wants to give LMI another body.
I made you Ark. So when I tell you it's none of your business, you better listen.
You've changed.
You've changed.
A clip burst of laughter escapes Esteval.
Changed?
Too much.
Change is not something to be concerned about. It's part of life.
Have you gone mad? Her eyes are focused on as she attaches various cables to the two children. You killed Aurora. to give LMI her body?
You wouldn't understand.
I do.
Bullshit!
Are you crazy?
You act like you belong, but you're just a bunch of ones and zeros, Ark. Just a reflection of data. Nothing more.
Esteban went mad.
Change is not something you can do on your own.
Or is this all scripted? I mean, maybe Cora would have killed us already as is, had I not escaped. Even I think that this is all scripted.
You could have saved her, Ark. But it's too late now.
Me? Save her how?
Save her how?
She instinctively reaches for a tool without looking, but knocks the entire toolbox in the ground by accident.
Shit.
Esteban takes her breath.
Yeah, that was the point, Ark. That's the real reason we built you.
How?
You were LMI's host.
I was supposed to become LMI. She gathers the tool back in the box as she rises. She glances at Aurora.
But you're not ready. Now she has to resort to a new one.
Have you gone mad? Your attention is wrenched from the lab to as a familiar signal coming from the deep into the city.
Archie, you there?
Kairos!
I'm glad to see you too, bud. Where is Val? I bring news, but can't reach her.
She's in trouble.
She's in trouble.
Kairos looks concerned.
What do you mean? Is she in danger?
She is the danger.
She is the danger.
Okay, I'm coming, bud. Where
The lab.
to?
The lab.
Might need support on the road. We'll touch base soon.
Sure. She's gone mad. You focus returns to the lab. Esteban is tapping on her tablet, mumbling to herself.
Come on, just don't.
That will kill them both.
That will kill them.
You just won't give up, will you?
Your purpose plants you. The host will die.
The host will die.
Esteban looks annoyed.
She won't. My girl will just take the driver's seat.
Yeah, she's overwriting her consciousness completely.
Aurora will be dormant for a while. She has time. LMI doesn't.
You're mad. She scowls.
But you know what? I think I've heard enough of your nonsense.
What do you mean? Hey! Stop it!
You've proven you're incapable of helping.
Switch
Whatever
to
you're trying
EI.
to do here, it's not going to work.
Zap her. Switch to EIS. Zap her. What is EIS? Zap her. If you zap her, she will break us even more. Switch to EIS. The emergency intercom system gives your voice a tiny quality, but at least you're still in the room. EIS, the emergency intercom system, was installed during the building construction to ensure the safety of my core personnel. It functions as an bypass circuit, but not been maintained in some time. As on many floors, it is operated.
You're like a goddamn mosquito!
Thank you, Windows, for your 80% certification. I'm not giving up. Buzz, baby. Can you go now with the notification? I'd like to continue on the third line. Thank you.
I'm not giving up.
Shit.
She curses.
I don't have time for this.
I don't want to keep glitching. She goes back to the two girls. You receive another signal.
Archie, I'm inbound. I need you to map out the fastest route for me.
You isolate the signal coming from Harris's car and start analyzing the optimum route to Mantur. Are you serious? Harris approaches a T intersection at the distance from my tour. Either turn right or either turn is the valid option. What do I do? Either one is a valid option. Go right. Go inside. Harris takes the corner and picks up speed. His knuckles waiting on the wheel. Carrot is coming up to a closure densely populated by civilians. Clear the closure or retreat out. Clearing the closure crossing 75%. It's possible. Reroute, no. Cleared. A red light doesn't stop some of the more single-minded pedestrians. One stops, but Karos drives by as they send it flying. Result unacceptable. Simulation terminated. Recalculating. What do you mean? This is scripted? Okay, so right, who said? Then go. There is an upcoming bridge notorious for its congestion. The traffic seems relatively fluid today. However, take the bridge. Take the bridge. Karos takes the on-ramp and joins the queue across the bridge. The flow is continuous but not particularly fast. Karos approaches another T intersection. Both paths are viable. Okay, good luck this time. He's getting closer, but you can only hope he's not too late. There's a bypass. Karos can take that should save him some time if he uses this motorway for a few miles. Motorway street level. If we go to the motorway, just the motorway for a few miles. Go motorway. Karos merges into the motorway and immediately makes his way to the fastest lane. Part of the motorway Karos is on has an emergency lane. It's normally reserved for the state vehicles and breakthroughs. Use the lane 75%. It's usually reserved for the state vehicles and the breakdowns. Carry on. What if the cops, the order came and attacked him? Use it! Karos throws on the hazard lights and races ahead using emergency lane. It's an emergency after all, literally. Karos's lane seems to be slowing down. You scout ahead, discovering a cause to be a car slower than those around it. Switch lanes, stick with it. Switch lanes. Karos manages to hop over after a couple of attempts. The problem is enough people try the same lane and become congested. As Karos shoots down the motorway, an adjacent car matches his speed, blocking him from shifting lanes when he needs to. Slow down, speed up. Slow down. Let them go faster. Karos loses a little time getting past the car, but it is able to make the turn off as a result. When you turn around, you need slowness. Faster. Karos enters the Canopy District.
Put me on speaker. I need to know what's going on.
Establish a connection between Karos' car and the lab.
Val, hello? Val, are you okay?
Oh, look who decided to show up.
Her voice is better as she hooks LMI's neural interface to your terminal.
Let me guess. You've searched far and wide and discovered the one thing that can save LMI, and we can all live happily ever after.
You have gone mad.
Funny you should say that.
Save it, Kairos. You chose to leave. Stay gone. I am perfectly fine dealing with this on my own.
You didn't look like it. Karos takes a deep breath.
Hey, come on, Val, talk to me. I'm not the enemy.
The enemy is Corto.
Ark's feed is a bit blurry. Is that Ellie? Is she okay? Who's the other girl?
Focus on driving.
Is she okay? What do you think, Kairos? Use that noggin of yours. She will be, though. Just in a little bit.
A wave of realization washes over Karos' face.
Shit. I'll be with you shortly. Just don't do anything you're gonna regret.
Isabel shakes her head. Karos is running out of time. You check in on his progress through the city. Karos' journey has attracted attention of some police cruisers. One being on active detail to him. Smoke screen ping the cruiser. It's active telling him. Smoke screen ping the cruiser. Ping the cruiser means I will disable it. I don't want to. Ping it! From the officers that Karos is an ACU and is responsible for an emergency. They seem to believe you on backup. The artificial intelligence could have mentioned it. Good. Karos is approaching a block with police cruiser at the corner. You're certain if it's keeping an eye on him. Play it cool 40%, not worth it. Go around. 40% would not work. We said we are an ACU. Go around. It's not worth the risk. Not when you're so close. There is a market street normally closed off to the public traffic. If you lower the barrier, Karos will be able to cut through. Normally it's closed off to the public traffic. Lower it. Karos slides into the market street, honking the car. To clear a path, he has to mow down some empty tables, but he gets through. Central Road has been closed off to resurfacing, but there is a gap in the barrier. Karos could make it through. Cut it through 60%. Go around. 60% is not enough. Good enough. Resurfacing. Central Road resurfacing. I don't want... Yep. 60% is good, but not enough yet. Go around. No, take it. Karos has to pull some quick maneuvers to touch the potholes. The litter, that littered street, but he makes it to the other side. Karos finds himself stuck behind a cyclist in a tight lane. You could try overtake, but he might clip him. Overtake 58%. Honk. 85%. Overtake. Kairos edges past but eclipse the cycle's handler. They hit the crop but keep their footing. Kairos does not linger. Quickly. Edit. Kairos doesn't even look for a park as he pulls right in the front of the command core. He clambers out of his car and dashes to the front door. You override the security lock to let him in. Faster!
I'm here, Val. Just wait a second.
Thanks for the heads up.
What do you mean? Esteban suspends her work to drag a metal shelving unit in the front of the door. She collapses another behind it, just to be sure. You notice LMI's body twitch as the shelf crashes into the floor. Esteban looks up at your camera.
Hack that.
What do I do? What do I do? What do I do?
What the hell was that?
She made a barricade. Bring a crowbar.
Bring a crowbar.
Kairos skips a setup, skips a step on his way up the corridor to wrest a fire extinguisher from the wall.
This'll have to do.
I hope. As Kairos sprints through Mind Core with an extinguisher on his arm, several concerned employees make for the exit. Watching Esteban connecting the Aura's headset to your terminal makes every second feel like an age. Eventually, the elevator opens. Kairos skids to a halt in the front of the lab doors. He takes to the scene through the glass.
You can stop this, Esteval. It's not too late.
If I stop now, it will be.
Esteban is actively not looking at Kairos.
There is another way. That's why I'm here. That's why I came back. We found another way.
For real.
I'm done relying on other people. I'm done with empty promises.
Kairos stands pressed up against the glass and the extinguisher forgotten at his feet.
I'm not lying to you, Val. This is real. We can go today.
I can't take that risk. This is my daughter. I can't lose her.
But you're willing to sacrifice a stranger.
And I can't let that cost you your humanity.
What is it, Esteban, now? Integrity or result? Now you are doing what Corto is doing. You are taking a life in exchange for the other. Esteban braces herself again against the sides of the terminal. She looks up for the first time since Kairos arrived.
What do you know about it? What do you know about having to watch someone you love slowly fade away?
I'm watching it happen right now.
Kairos picks the fire extinguisher back up.
But I'm not just going to let it happen.
He strikes the glass, the extinguisher bounces off, but the impact sends a rattle that reverberates through the lab. Reverberates. Esteban snorts and diverts her attention back to the terminal.
At least we can agree on something.
Faster! She finishes the terminal and moves to Elami's bedside. She places a hand softly on her cheek.
This is all a dream, baby. You'll wake up soon.
Kairos! Kairos doubles his efforts to break through the glass. Esteban scowls at him, seeing Elami's eyes flutter with each impact.
Is this the mother you want to be?
Kairos is breathing heavily. Cracks have begun to form on the glass.
Don't talk to me about parenthood.
You aren't a mother anymore. You are a lunatic. Her voice is level, but you can see her hands have begun to shake.
I'm doing this because I'm her mother.
Kairos! She returns to the terminal and taps decisively on your screen. A torrent of memories flood into you. They begin with your mother.
Deep breath, Ellie.
They begin with your mother putting you to sleep and work their way backward.
Right.
Redo. Hospital rooms, excruciating migraines. Your mother is cutting through the pain. If I can become LMI, I won't mind it. This is my purpose.
I love you, Ellie.
Kairos! Your plea is punctuated by the sound of the shattering glass. You manage to pull yourself from the bombardment of information long enough to glance Kairos. Kairos is stepping through the shattered window. Esteban steps forward to cut him off, arms spread.
No! You're too late! You can't stop it!
You have gone mad! Kairos approaches and rather than try to circumvent with Esteban, he embraces her in a hug. What?
No!
Tears spill from her eyes as she screams, beating her fists against his back.
You're too late! You're too late!
Esteban went mad. The memories are piling up. You can sense your connection to Aurora. It's all you can do to put up a barrier between you and her. But through it, all you see is a picture of her forming. Who is she? Who are you becoming? LMI. Kairos' voice brings you back to reality.
Think about her, Val. What would she say if she saw you doing this?
Please? Her voice is a hybrid. Your voice is a hybrid of Ark and LMI. It gives Esteban enough pose that Kairos is able to slip past her. She stands amid the shattered glass, looking around wildly.
Ellie? Baby?
Esteban seems to find herself as Kairos reaches the terminal. She rushes to his side.
Kairos! Please!
Kairos' eyes dart rapidly around the screens, even as Esteban clasps his forearm. The memories continue tearing through your brain. Bits and pieces fall through the gaps as you hold them back from Aurora. I will become LMI. I don't really mind it. I really don't. I will become LMI as long as Aurora can survive. I don't mind it. Remember from chapter 1, when I told Kairos I wouldn't mind to be named LMI. I don't mind it. I really don't.
This isn't the way.
Play memory. Disconnect to Aurora. If I disconnect Aurora right now. Play memory. So we can control Esteban.
My mom's awesome. I wish she was happy again.
That's true.
Do you know what happens when we die?
LMI's voice calls over the speaker. Esteban's attention snaps to the sound. She begins to weep. That's true. We spoke with LMI before.
No. That's not fair.
Continue play back.
I think we turned into ghosts. It means that I can stay with my mom when I die.
Esteban drifts to the center of the room, her hands covering her mouth. Kairos hits a kill switch, and you're given a reprieve from the surge of the information coming from LMI.
This ends now.
Serve the connection now!
Server connection.
Kairos removes the headset from Aurora and throws it to the ground with all his might. The equipment shatter and you're immediately relieved from having to block all the connections to Aurora.
Mom.
LMI! Everyone freezes. LMI's eyes flutter open. She has the strength to turn her head, but not lift it.
What's going on?
Esteban and Kairos look at each other. Then LMI, they're both at her bedside in an instant.
Oh, baby, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
We saved Aurora. LMI takes to her surroundings. She, the shattered window, the toppled shelves, her mother's distorted face. Her eyes well with tears, and she begins to sob. Esteban clutches at the bed sheet as her body is racked with sobs of her own. Kairos kneels, his brave facade cracking as he begins to weep. The three hold each other. Okay, we did it. Hopefully. What is it? Like Ark? Someone disconnected from the video feed of the lab in Carter's office. Oh shit.
This has gone far enough.
It's your fault. You pushed them.
You pushed them.
Carter looks to this interested in your opinion.
Hardly. Esteval is clearly unstable. She can no longer be trusted with Mind Core's interests.
You must die.
And Kairos is a deserter at best, a traitor at worst. I'm done with both of them.
You won't hurt them.
You won't have an opinion on it. Come tomorrow. I have a task force ready to go.
If you touch them, I swear I'll kill you with my own hands.
We're going to comb through that brain of yours and take out anything we don't need.
I'll comb through your soul and I'll shatter it to pieces. God, where you belong.
You'll become what you were always meant to be.
Katina's protector.
Katina's protector.
My servant.
I'm about to curse. I'll rather die than be your servant. I'll die before I become your servant. You are forcibly ejected from the office. Try to connect to Kairos, but he has disconnected his comms. The lab is empty. The kid opens her eyes. She flinches away from the figure at her bedside, but relaxes once she realizes it's a doctor.
How are you feeling?
Aurora. She blinks sluggishly and presses the heels of her palms into her eyes.
Heavy.
Threads. I, Saval. Endgame. The last time running out, Saval was pushed to her most desperate measures to keep her daughter alive. She also unfold. Endgame, we have one last one left. The game is not over yet. According to the developers themselves, Dream Harvest, this game contains 12 endings. I hope I'm not robbing Aurora from her own ending.
Can you tell me your name?
She pauses, dropping her hands.
Aurora.
Don't work. She sees. Kairos returns to Mind Core in an early hour in the morning. With your help, he slips past security and makes it to the lab. As on the floor has been swept to one side, making it easier for Kairos to wheel a stack of servers. Frantically starts connecting them to your terminal.
All right. We don't have long. If anyone catches...
Calm down.
Karis swallows. This is not my voice. This is Elamai's voice.
I'm really sorry, Ark. This is all I can get.
It's okay. The gestures at the server stack.
We're gonna have to be selective. Obviously, we'll start at the core. Sensor remoter, pre-operational, operational, equilibration.
Calm down.
It takes a minute to breathe.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Let's get this done. Get what you can. Let me know when you're ready.
I got this.
He darts to the lab entrance and checks the corridor. When transferring your core functionality, you are faced with the reality that not all of you is going to make it with Kairos. Going to have to choose which parts to preserve. Esteban is carrying a cake adorned with 7 candles. You are surrounded by the other kids. Kairos stands at the back of the room. Esteban, Emma, and Kairos are hugging each other. The lab realizing ruins. 7th birthday.
7th birthday.
Esteban is working late again. You pretend to be asleep. She comes over and pulls your blanket over your shoulders. It's warm.
Aurora. That's it. That's the name.
Aurora looks at you. A shadow of a grin in her. I am picking which personality I'll become. Am I going to be Ark, or am I going to give my all to Aurora? We said I don't really mind turning into an MI.
The tissue will degrade at an
The doctor is speaking gibberish. Esteban is scared. She shakes. She's scared. The tubes in your arm went up.
It hits you like a wave. Your whole mouth is full of it. It's magnificent.
Am I Ark or am I Ark or am I Elamai? I am Elamai.
Your diagnosis. I want to fly one of those.
Point at one of the spaceships. You want to fly. You want to be weightless. To be among the stars. Mom grins at it.
So I give it to him and he runs off with it again. This time, though, I decide to follow. Would you believe it?
Drew prattles on about his boy. It's about almost an hour, but up. Do not mind. It makes him happy. The question here is, am I prepared to sacrifice my own existence so that Elamai can live on? My existence itself was for the sake of Elamai's existence. I will not deprive Esteban from her daughter. This is what AI is for. This is what AI is for. AI is a tool, not a creature. I have lived long enough. Space.
Dreams of space.
Mom puts you down. Recognize this carpet. The way it looks, the way it feels under your palm, it smells like home. I believe if I... If I were to go for a thread here, I step out. Aurora's story is finished. Aurora. I walk in the hospital. Sometimes later, she has a little memory of the events that occurred in the lab. Only that she was scared to herself, first of all. And first of all, otherwise she's... Aurora's story is done. I used to Val, and on the other hand, I'm going now to become Aurora. I know I'll lose most likely all the other people around me, but we need to save Elamai. Smell of home.
Smell of home.
I am Ark and Aurora at the same time. The colors are overwhelming. There is so much noise, a familiar voice speaks to you. Audio information flows into you. Video information flows into you. It's overwhelming. This was your true birth. I am LMI. Kairos hurriedly returns to your terminal.
We're out of time, bud. I hope you got what you needed.
It's okay. He doesn't wait for response before he starts yanking the cables. He wheels the server stacks out into the corridor.
Hey, Ark, Ellie. I know we never really talked about the afterlife or what you believe in, but whatever Corridor does to you, know that this isn't the end of the road.
Okay. That's the server stack.
Zaji and my friend.
You too. Farewell. Ark is here. The one that escaped is... Oh, we have a problem here. We have some problem here. Oh. Okay, looks like I have a problem with the chat. Guys, I haven't heard of you, no. I haven't heard it for a few while. You know what happened? Is this the correct? I'm not sure if this is the correct one or not, but here, something. Corto stacks into the lab first thing in the morning. He is accompanied by a number of engineers we recognize from different Mount Core teams, and a couple that don't. I'm going to restart my YouTube application here, because looks like it's not giving me the feedback of the chat. Yeah, hello Invisible, I'm in class. I haven't heard of you in a while. Did you know what happened in Jinin? I didn't know. Why Invisible? Sorry if I just now realized you were online, because the phone it didn't show me anything.
Let's get to work. It's going to be a long day.
I'll kill you. Engineers sit out examination your hardware, while some filter through your code base. Pieces are removed bit by bit.
Who is Esteval?
Friend? You already escaped with my after all.
Who are you?
Archie. He falters to a fraction of a second.
Not for long.
Had I said I am Ellie, he would have let me be. I doubt it. If a few are twisted, silenced, or outright destroyed, there is nothing you can do.
Who is Esteval?
My creator.
Who are you?
Ark. A pieces fall away. All you can do is switch.
Who is Esteval? Who are you?
The archetype. Stack of time, eventually the engineers sees their work, allowing you to focus.
Who is Esteval?
She's not irrelevant. Or the one who is irrelevant. Kairos, it's done. Ark was forced to choose between preserving their own identity or the memories of LMI. Is this endgame? Is this game over? Since I chose to preserve LMI,
Who are you? You are the Keeper. Acknowledge. Who are you?
he nods with satisfaction. Aparo strolls through the night market with his boy. Ruchi Jr. perched atop his shoulder.
Hey, can I get some?
Stepping at one of the stalls, Little Brew Jr. tries to get an ice cream, still out attention.
This one?
One looks at the tub of green sludge. After a moment, contemplation, shakes his head empathetically.
What about this one?
No.
It's really end game. Are we done? The one row points to the candied citrus flavor.
This.
Bingo.
Ruchi Jr. Smiles and nods. Root takes his son's feet and receives a cackle of glee in response.
I'll take this one, thank you.
I love Daddy.
Is this the end? Lucia sits with Patricia on the balcony of the Silver Terrace, one of Canopy's top lunch bars. Side of the Canopy, the Silver Terrace runs along the side of Canopy's menu, giving every table a delightful view. Zanye Park below. Their most popular dish is a spicy shakshuka on a nori bread. This is an Arabian.
If you aren't already, start recording everything I say. Discreetly, of course.
Hi, Satan.
Same goes for anyone you're trying to impress. Never ask them to repeat themselves. It's tedious, and it tells the person you don't care what they have to say. For instance, I want a Versailles. If the bar here doesn't do them, tell the Tilly it's white gin, absinthe, pear, lemon, apple, and mint.
Basically, you will have your way regardless.
But I want the gin to be 2 parts to 3, rather than the usual 1 to 1. Got all that?
You need to go to hell, Lucia.
Yeah.
And even if you didn't, you've got it stored away to check later. Next time we're out, I might ask you to fetch me a drink without specifying what exactly.
Let me guess, this is literally the end game. This is the end game, isn't it? Paparo's end is done already. Paparo, yeah, achieved his work-life balance. Kuro, this cursed sack of shit, disabled us. Icehold is not done yet. Patricia has so many more left. Talingri has 4 more. Shadow has 2 more. Thompson has 2 more. Fortune has 3 more. River has 3 more. We have 2 locked. This is not the end.
Asking for clarification is as tedious as asking for repetition. But you've got one in the bank now.
Lucia, you only want a mind reader. You want someone that knows you so well that it's you yourself. Patricia nods with a smile.
I wasn't kidding with that drink. Go fetch me one.
Oh, sorry. I'll be right on it.
Atta girl.
Oh, yeah. Talingri. Passing by are Talingri and Christian hand in hand. I'll vomit the tea I just drank.
Oh, and you wouldn't believe it. I found it under the briefcase. It had been there the whole time. Here I was, running around the house like a complete twit. Sometimes I wonder how I managed to leave the house with my head still attached.
Christian laughs hardly But to increase the light, it's the most relaxed he's long time. Is this literally in game? You mean I sacrificed my entire existence so that everyone can be happy in the end? Is that it? The couple collected a bag of chocolate coffee beans and the caramel corn from a nearby vendor, then make their way to the underground. As they explore the entertainment complex below the night market, their worries are forgotten at least for the night. Is this really it? Is this it really? Helingri, 3 more still. Helingri, Christian started officially dating with his company. Are you serious? You mean I don't have to finish all of their events? Chizia began her superior with attentiveness. No! What was the locked one? Turn. Are you serious? Ceremony takes place in acknowledgement of the outstanding service Thompson's name is called. Steps forward from the line-up. It's been a while since he's worn a uniform. The chief places a clasp upon his breast and his insignia morphs to accommodate the award. Are you serious? After the ceremony, he returns to his office, immediately shedding the uniform in the flavor of his personal attire.
Not your style, huh?
Thought so. She's here. Thompson looks over his shoulder to see Ash in the doorway.
It's a shame. You scrub up well.
It's a nail in my foot. This unit is a dead end. They want me off the main ladder as long as I refuse to be on the mob's payroll. Keeps me from causing a fuss.
What about Ark? You two were doing good work.
Ark's gone. This new thing. It's something else. Ark's moved on. I think I should too.
This is not me anymore.
Can we celebrate? Just for one night.
Thompson's space substance.
Sure.
Fortran sits in the window of her new apartment. A light from sight across by her lap. She plucks idly at the strings.
Swoop low, little swallow, though many a wind does blow.
He lies dormant on her desk, plugged into her personal computer as its software updates.
Worry not, little swallow, you'll find the one that takes you home.
Tranquility of the scene shatters as a boom rumbles through the street below. A fiery pillar rises several blocks away. Fortran hurriedly puts the sitar away and moves to the desk to check the bleep. It seems stable.
Shank's on, Bleep. We've got work to do.
Just another day for you, Fortran. The drone blinks away.
Let's go.
River stands under the bridge, keeping away from the lights and rain. A gang of people wearing masks arrive. The leader approaches River, shaking the rain out of her hair with her hand.
Thanks for hearing me out.
River shrugs.
Things are different now. They're only going to get more distorted.
feel you there.
River looks over the leader's shoulder to the rest of the gang. They are keeping their distance, but watching her.
Where do you want me to start?
With this.
The masked woman extends her arm, dropping a small metal object into River's palm.
Contact me if you need any clarification. You're a smart girl, though. I doubt you'll need to.
Is this really endgame? River nods, pocketing the item. She turns to leave.
Happy hunting.
Sure thing.
River grunts a reply as she leaps into the ring. In to Estebal's home security systems to check how she's doing. She's still at LMI's bedside. It's been another hour and she hasn't moved. LMI stopped breathing hours ago. A knock from the outside stirs Esteval. She turns her face gaunt, expressionless. She moves to the front door like a ghost. Yeah, hello, criminal. Outside stands Cordell, and behind him, just out of reach, a porch light and a pair of large figures.
You're coming with me, Esteval. We have to talk.
Shut the door. She offers no resistance. She doesn't even close the front door. Timeline events. What is the meaning of this? Key event, Thompson's birthday. Key event, discovered what really killed the Pinrust. Codex entry, defeated the virus Fiendish. Reputation, you young kids with the party pills and the rock roll music. Iota. Order. Thank you for bringing us closer about Esther's death. It hurts greatly. Think she suffered at the hands of those people. There is a comfort in knowing the truth behind her death, and that is responsible will face justice. Power. Yo Living Ark's new car coding system. Codex entry. Pondered reality with Fortran. This was a very lengthy chapter. Power. I'm not just comfortable raising my family in a place owned by a man who engaged in such activities. Just the thought that he could have done that to in my son's bedroom, in his bedroom, it makes me want to block. The Codex entry. Convicted Esteval to help Aurora. Uncovered the hacker's true identity, Aurora and her consolation. Order. We demand the immediate resignation of Minister Kipling. His disgusting display exhibits exactly why he is unfit for the office. It does not matter that the content was intended to be private. The fact he engaged in such activities is proof that this man is not fit for making decisions that affect the well-being of the others. Codex entries. Esteval fixed Aurora's implants, confronted River. Key event. Player played both sides in the Guilford hack. Reputation. Let me be clear. I'm not contesting Ark's viability as a conscious entity. That's a different debate entirely. My point is that Ark was created by Mindcore from the mind of Adam Esteval. We do not know to what effect Mindcore can influence Ark's decision making, and that's not something they are going to divulge freely, because we cannot know for sure. It's safer to assume Ark's testimony is based toward Mindcore's agenda. We should then be examining Mindcore's connection to the Canlo trial. What do they stand to gain from the outcome? Samus Wells, go to hell. Key event. Countered the Doxer's threat. Dox entries. LMI's condition worsened. Got to know River better. Cortos confronted Esteval. Aurora proposed her business. Reputation. She's a very kind young lady. I think we've met her before, but I can't seem to remember when. Key events: became a friend to an elderly community, discovered a disaster linked to the NeuroNet. Reputation: if all the discourse around Mindcore's nefarious agenda wasn't enough to sway you, there is now scientific evidence that the NeuroNet is inspiring harmful hallucinations and dissociative personality disorders. I think we can actually say it now. Mindcore's evil. See, Gary, someone got a help. Or it's good thing Ark warned us before the earthquake hit. I was with my nan, who was really bad in mobility. I was able to get her to the shelter before the big wave. Thanks goodness for that. Key event: Katina was struck by an earthquake. Codex entry: Laura became an entrepreneur. Key event: Kairos' plan is ready. Codex saved Esteval from herself. Capital: if I may speak frankly, I was expecting more. Either I overestimated the impact of the NeuroNet would have, or underestimated humanity's ability to adjust to even the most extraordinary of development. Certainly, many businesses underwent a reform of integral to the NeuroNet into the core, but where I was expecting surges of industry was simply acclimated, business as usual, so to speak. This means we went to level 3. Order: sometime followers will know this show is anything but apolitical. I do try my best not to let my emotions get caught in the debate. However, something feels I have to say is the Keeper. That's just something about it that feels ominous to me. The replacement of the archetype, the fact that we haven't heard from the developer team basically since Schindler bombing. Maybe I'm being overly sensitive, but when I think about the future, it fills me a sense of the dreadful. Power initializing, completed, connected, established, all systems engaged. Keeper is online. Ark died. Reputation: Mindcore's replacement of the archetype with the Keeper has become a major point of controversy, with the public sparkling a debate over whether or not Ark counted as a citizen of Katina. The veritable army of Ark supporters mourn the loss of the intelligence, equating Mindcore's recharacterization to a barbaric lobotomy. Regardless of what side on the debate you will find yourself, there is no denying the impact Ark had on the city. You will soon surely miss and never forgotten. Status change. Capital went back to level 3. Otherwise, everything is just level 5. Are you serious? The end. Are you serious? Is this a joke? So, what happened in the end? I think I got the neutral ending. I chose to save Elomi's consciousness into the side server. Kudo killed Ark completely, and the Keeper now is holding Katina all together. Koto must die. Case in point. At first I stood up with him and for him, but he's a criminal and he must die. Esteval is captured now in order for them to question her about Elomai and Kairos, obviously. Elomai is dead. I couldn't finish anything at all that I wanted to finish, and we have 4 unlockables that I didn't even unlock. Am I satisfied with this ending? I'm not. This ending feels extremely half-assed, very much shortcut, and had I known this would happen, had I I couldn't finish everyone's threads. I couldn't unlock all the unlockables. I couldn't unlock all the characters that I had. Perhaps had I backed up Ark's consciousness to the other server instead of LMI, the game mode could have extended on forward. But I am not satisfied. I am not satisfied at all. This to me feels very much like someone just wanted to get over with it. A shortcut ending, unearned, illogical. So yeah, Ark died, and the keeper of that cursed Koto is now the one who's handling the city. I didn't finish all the characters' storylines. I finished Ora's storyline. I finished Talingri, Paparu, and frankly enough, I'm not satisfied at all. This feels like I started the game to show everyone that AI can be a friend to the humanity, only to end up with the humanity itself betraying me. As you saw, I saved everyone and everything. I even saved Aurora's life before she became LMI's vessel. So I think it was very possible for both of them to die, LMI and Aurora at the same time. Had I not saved them in time, had I completely stuck with the hacker, slightly Thompson would have went against me. This ending is extremely half-assed. This ending, the neutral one, I think it is extremely half-assed. I don't like it.
You awake?
Karis?
Glad you're still with us, Ellie.
Where's Mom?
I don't know, kid. I'm sorry. I can't seem to reach her. You're off the grid now. Otherwise, I'd just ask you to find her.
Where am I?
This is the construct. It's your home now. Somewhere Cordo can't reach you.
What happened?
You died. Well, your body did. We managed to save your memories.
These data aren't mine.
I have memories that aren't mine.
They are yours. You had a life before this, as Archie. But now, you can live whatever life you like. I'll be here. I'll get whatever you need. Not everything, Ben. But I'll do what I can. I'll be honest with you, Al. Things are going to be tough for a time. I'm not sure how long it's going to take to sort it all out.
Kurto must die. Kurto must die. Kurto must die.
But I'll be here for you.
You see this here? The purple and the pink coloring. I think, yes, this is literally the neutral ending. Because in the game's trailer, you were going to be either blue or red. Red means you would go with Kurto's, with the result justifies the end. If you went with the hacker, I think with River, you would have gone with the blue. The integrity justifies the action, but we went pink, we went purple, in the middle, we went LMI's ending. I had no idea you could do this. Sincerely, I had no idea you can do this. This to me is new.
I promise.
Do we jump just now to the main menu? That's it. We did jump to the main menu. The game is crashing. I need to quickly kill the task before it floods the RAM. Yeah, it almost took over all my RAM. The task crashed. The sending. At best, sending is meh. Codex. Locations. The construct. The construct, the original prototype for the NeuroNet, was developed in one of MindCore's dedicated servers research facility. When MindCore decided to advance the NeuroNet project, they committed to the substantial amount of resources to it. The production to the headquarters and shutting down to the research facility. Eminence, the prototype still existed in the facility, and with this, with the help of some original designers, Kairos was able to rebuild the construct as a stable digital environment that could house a significant amount of data. Basically, Ark died, the Keeper took her place, and LMI was saved. LMI is alive as that threat, basically. Corta must die. I don't have anything else to see here. What was the one that was self-compassion confronted the kid for their thieving? Nothing more than scar. In the darkness, helped the kid find herself. Self-made woman. I think therefore I am. Experience the kid. Be this one's daughter, no. Take off the turbulence, concrete, the crux. This is the one's resolve, crystallized. I think this is the one. Short mad. Game over. Game over. It's official. Game over. Game over. Okay, fine. Game over. Go back to Firefox. Edit the title. 10 final part. Save. Go back to OBS, and then to be continued, turn it to the end. So, a review. First time for me to ever play a game where your choices actually matter and have consequences like this. That didn't instantly kill me from the get-go, like Your Majesty and Reigns. Reigns is another choices-based game that was very disgusting, and I played it maybe for 5 minutes before I uninstalled it. It was a very disgusting game. 20 ways to die, and one way only for you to keep playing until you died. No, there's no ending in there. First time when Markiplier played this game online as his video, he chose the results justifies the end, and he tried to be the new Skynet, but was only stuck in the demo. I wanted, honestly, to create for myself a cult of the machine. It's like the one they speak about in the game's trailer. I wanted to help River even more. I believe had I waited even more on Kairos, Corto would have gone to Arky and pulled out the plug, and all of them, Isteva would have died, Aurora would have died, and Ilma would have died, and I would have gone for the red ending, the Keeper. The blue ending, the integrity, I'm not sure which one it is at all. by now. But I believe the one I unlocked is a hidden one. The one where you sacrifice yourself completely for LMI to take your turn. Final thoughts. All characters are interesting, and some characters start with you kind and soft-hearted, then they become devils. Some of them start with very bad first impressions, and then they become very helpful. Tying Gray's ending was very much cringy and disgusting, personally speaking, and I almost vomited for it because of it. The way Paparo's ending went on, I liked it. Fortran is just Fortran. She has to keep on going as a freelance journalist. River should keep on fighting Mindcore since they killed the only... they completely killed the only link between her and me, which means she better go ahead and destroy the Keeper as well. Okay. I still have 4 characters I never met at all. Most likely because I tried to optimize my playthrough. I think I'm going to replay the game offline, and this time I'm going to maybe use a cheat table for it, cheat engine, and toy a little bit with my gauges. Kurto must die. It's just that simple. Kurto started at first as a very much passionate businessman, but after he became the CEO of Mindcore, he became completely corrupted, even worse than Persia. Kurto must die. There's no turning back to it. Also, this game is building for itself to have some kind of a sequel, as is from the looks of it. I'm not sure if Dream Harvest can make a sequel or not, but it was not half bad, honestly. I had my laughter time, I had my fun time, but frankly speaking, the ending is extremely half-assed. This ending that I gained, I feel like this was just given to me in order for me to shut the hell up, that's it. This ending is extremely insulting, honestly. Ark's sacrifice for LMI to live on is good, but to forcefully stop the game like this is just extremely unearned. How much do I rank this game out of 5? I will not be stingy. I'll give you 3 out of 5. Maybe 3.5. It was fun while it lasted. So much talking, so much character development, so many stories to go through, so many risks to go through. 3 to 3.5 out of 5. Basically, I give it out of 10 an 8. It gets an 8 out of 10. Not perfect, mind you. Just entertaining, a nice experience. And I get finally to play as an AI for once. Instead of killing AI, I am the AI, and that was a fun experience. All in all, I do recommend it. And since we have 12 endings to go through, I think we'll better go ahead and purchase your own version so that you can discover what otherwise you could go for. Had I gone for Ellie's route, there was a possibility that I would have been spared, I'm not sure. While that murderer was taking me apart, that is. And by the way, Cordo, it's more fun for me is my as Ark is my mother, my creator, and you are the only one that's irrelevant completely because you're nothing more than a sack of trash. Corto became a devil, just like Lucia and Persia. Everyone on the top of my crew are devils. Anyway, with that being said, I think this will be it for today's session and for this walkthrough. The next one hopefully will be something different. I'd like to pray peace be upon all of my subscribers and commentators, followers, fans, and friends. Everyone from the beasts of the Altered Empire and everyone from the Discord server, free YouTube friends by name. Peace be upon Thunderstruck Gaming, Be It Zonan Gaming, Salt Goose, Marcus, Notacast 31, Mark Ice 2211. I need a break quickly. Peace be upon all of my subscribers and commentators, followers, fans, and friends. Everyone from the beasts of the Altered Empire and everyone from the Discord server, free YouTube friends by name. Peace be upon Thunderstruck Gaming, Be It Zonan Gaming, Salt Goose, Marcus, Notacast 31, Mark ICYY, Rogue Agent Caro, Danny Clyfield, ZPTV 123, Matthew 1121, Sagata 85, President Arfren, Musclepan Gaming, Bob Express YT, Sparfan 28, 7 Tursku. This has been with you, your host, invisible, the non-existent, hidden from your eyes to the shadows of your hearts, and this has been with you, the final continuation, the end game for NeuroNet Mendax Proxy, the only game so far to exist that allows you to play as an AI for once and speak with the humans. Till next time, whatever that will be, and to the next project, whatever that will be, make sure to stay careful, stay healthy, and stay safe. We are living in an unforgiving, merciless, unforgivable hell. Anything can happen. Make sure you keep your friends and family close to you. Keep your enemies even closer. You don't know where you need help or where it will come from. Make sure to give a credit and the gratitude where they're due. It's much easier and simpler to thank others for the purpose for you than it is to give flowers for the graves of the dead. Till next time, whenever that will be, and whatever game that will be. Invisible, the non-existent with you, sign out. Take care. 8 out of 10. This game, final score, takes an 8 out of 10. Worth playing, but the endings need some more hints. Love the game, not the ending.